Let me ask you something. If wrestling is fake, then why did so many wrestlers leave the business broken, divorced, addicted to painkillers, or barely able to walk? That's the part people never talk about. People love what they see: the lights, the pyro, the entrances, the championships, the crowd screaming. Everything about wrestling feels magical. And honestly, it is magic. But there's one thing I need people to understand. Yes, wrestling outcomes are predetermined. But please never confuse predetermined with painless. Because while the winner may already be decided, the pain absolutely isn't. And trust me, there's a huge difference. Those chair shots? Real. Those falls? Real. Those injuries? Very real. And some wrestlers hit hard. Ask anybody who stepped into the ring with Brock Lesnar, Vader, JBL, Stan Hansen. Brother. Some of those men wrestled like they were trying to legally commit assault on live television, especially Vader. That man hit people so hard, I'm convinced dentists used to celebrate when he got booked. And honestly, that's what fans sometimes forget. We see the match, but we don't always see the aftermath. We remember the moment, but wrestlers remember the pain. Take Mick Foley. Everybody remembers him being thrown off Hell in a Cell by The Undertaker. One of the craziest moments in wrestling history. The fall, the table, the commentary screaming, "Good God Almighty!" Wrestling history was made that night. But once the cameras stopped rolling, reality returned. A battered body, a terrified family, a wife watching her husband nearly die for our entertainment. That changes people. Then look at Triple H tearing his quad in 2001. Most human beings tear a muscle and immediately collapse like somebody unplugged their soul from existence. Triple H? The man continued wrestling. Love him, hate him, call him political, call him whatever you want. I genuinely don't care. That man is one tough bastard. And then we get to my all-time great, the Heartbreak Kid, the showstopper, Mr. WrestleMania himself. At the 1998 Royal Rumble, HBK took a back body drop during a casket match against a Fund himself and smashed awkwardly into the casket. That injury nearly ended everything. And honestly, for years, people thought Shawn Michaels was done. Finished. Career over. Then 2002 happened. SummerSlam. Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. Unsanctioned street fight. And brother, that return didn't just feel special, it felt impossible. The emotion, the crowd, the entrances, the selling, the storytelling. That wasn't just wrestling. That was human spirit. And Shawn? The man wrestled like somebody told him, "You've got one chance left to remind the world who you are." And he delivered everything. Now here's where this gets deeper. People say, wrestling is fake. Okay then. Ask wrestlers about missing birthdays, missing funerals, missing their children growing up, broken relationships, constant pain, surgeries, depression, addiction, loneliness. Ask The Undertaker how he felt when he was served divorce papers before WrestleMania against Kevin Nash. That's real. Ask every wrestler whose body barely functions today. That's real. Ask Braun Strowman how real Brock Lesnar's punches felt after Brock gave him a backstage receipt. That's very real. And honestly, I understand why some people think wrestling is fake. When I was younger, around 14 years old in high school, I was obsessed with wrestling. To me, wrestling was real. Then in the UK, Channel 4 aired a documentary exposing wrestling, and I refused to watch it. That's how emotionally connected I was. I went into school afterwards and everybody mocked me. Wrestling's fake. You know it's scripted, right? Grow up. And honestly, it upset me badly. But years later, when I finally watched documentaries explaining wrestling properly, I realized something important. Wrestling isn't fake. Wrestling is controlled storytelling mixed with very real consequences. That's the difference. Movies stop after somebody says, "Cut." Wrestlers, they carry the damage forever. So my message is simple. Believe whatever you want, but never disrespect what wrestlers sacrifice for our entertainment. Because once that bell rings, nobody truly knows what damage happens after every single move. And honestly, that's why wrestling will always be special to me. Because behind every legendary moment, there's a human being paying the price. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Thank you.